It's across the bridge. There's no more sorrow. Across the bridge, there's no more pain. The sun will shine across the river, and we'll never be unhappy again. Across the bridge, there's no more sorrow.
Let's see, where's that one down here? I don't remember where it is now.
Who?
You know, we had one of ours that was down here.
Some relative.
Huh?
Yeah, was it,
Yeah, it was.
I can't think who it was. Not Yancey.
Yeah, it might have been Yancey. It was a little one. Should be right along
We had
in.
a hard time finding it. I know.
It's right in there, I believe.
But I don't know. Gina probably remembers
Yeah.
who's
Here's the Butlers
Oh, okay.
and the Onstott.
on Stott,
Yeah.
and then Grandma Butler and Grandpa. Let's see. Peggy, when Howard passed away, she cremated him and put it up down there and told us that when she died, then we need to put him in there with her. And then Ann Butler down there on the end, my other, then her,
I remember Ann.
Bertie, Bertie had done her sister, they cremated her, and then, well, you have to put her in with me.
So we had to have those ashes at our house for
Oh, wow.
till they all died, and we could put it in the casket with us.
So what year were you born, JW?
1931.
1931, okay. Closer to Mom than I thought.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah,
it was
just a
pretty,
year apart.
Yeah.
it was pretty close to what we.
Yeah, she'll be 80 next year too.
In October of this year.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
that's
year.
right. I'll have to
This
get
year.
on. I'll get her about that.
Yeah.
Are y'all gonna do anything?
Oh, I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hadn't planned anything yet.
Yeah. Well, you know, if somebody in the family has not been interested in family history, you know, a lot of times you can't find out anything.
Yeah, you
Right.
lose all that.
It just slips
Mhm.
away.
Uh-huh.
Where's
So where'd you go first grade school at?
Blooming Grove?
Blooming Grove? Yeah.
Now,
You
where
remember
did you-
going to first grade?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When did you go to Barry? What grade were you in?
I don't know. I'd have to look at those deals nearly. Let's
Well,
see.
you
It was
started out Blooming Grove.
during the war. It was Earl had gone. So it must have been 7th or 8th, somewhere along in there, I believe. I've forgotten now. 1 year we were over.
Do you remember your first grade teacher's name?
Yeah, Miss Hartley.
Wow.
Good.
Now, there's some more Sykes up there, right there.
Is that right?
I don't know who they are.
Well, that's the ones. That was a kin. Let's see.
Are they related to Arnold?
No, wait a minute. Let's see. No, I don't know. I don't know those.
Enoch T. Sykes.
Some of them lived out in. I don't know them.
They died 34, 37.
Now, Bessie, where is she buried?
Corsicana.
Yeah. We found hers.
We found hers a couple
Okay.
years ago.
Did you take a picture of it? Now, we don't know where
I
it is.
think
It's
so,
really
yeah.
kind of unmarked.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
we finally figured it out.
I can't find Kildee this way.
No, well, just don't worry about it.
I'm not going to. I just wanted. I really wasn't looking for him. I just was going to look there. My word, they've got this thing.
So you were like 10 years old when they hit Pearl Harbor.
That's right.
You remember the news on that or any of that stuff?
Well, I just remember how bad and how scary it was.
Yeah.
Well, I can tell you the best thing one of the best that I felt so good about, and everybody laughs, Ruth gives me a bad time. When you come down to Temple, I'll play some music for you.
Okay.
I'll get,
kind of music?
Tell him, honey.
Roy Acuff and Ernest Tubb.
Oh, yeah,
Ernest
yeah.
Tubb.
Walking the floor over you.
Well, let's see.
Some
What
of the
he
songs I like, but I just never have much care for those two. Don't have, you're going
Watch it,
down
there's
this,
a
cement
curve
up
over
there.
here. Be careful.
Well, I won't go down in there. Then.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to do.
Too close.
Well, that's
Let's
Hinkle down there.
Let's just go on. We need to go to the.
I know we need to go. Yeah. No, I was going to tell him. The guy was working for Gold Chain Flour in Fort Worth. The picking and grinning guy.
Yeah.
He
Ernest
drove.
Tubb.
He drove up in front of the bank in this big, long, white, beautiful car,
Yeah.
and had the deal on the butt and put it on top. Got up there and man, I sat there and listened to everything.
He was entertaining. Yeah.
See,
I never
remember
had
him
seen
coming on
anything.
TV on Saturday nights. That tree has got to be over 100 years old.
I know some of them are, but I think this looks like crepe myrtle.
Yeah, those are. You can tell.
And they may be blooming up at the top.
Well, Swamp Thompson and them used to live in here. When they
Isn't it sad to have that like that?
I know.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, we'd go to East Texas to visit my grandparents,
Did you
and
get
they had a
everything
lot
you
of
Oh, yeah.
wanted?
Yeah.
woods like this, and we'd get back in there and play and clear out some of that and have us a
Mm-hmm.
playhouse
Mm-hmm.
in the woods, you know, and we'd put rocks around to line where the rooms were. And then they had those big sweet gum trees or some kind that had huge leaves. And we'd take little twigs and weave them together, you know, fix us a hat or something.
and,
Make a
and,
bowl.
and not cost a penny.
No.
And had the best time and
We
spent
had-
all day up there doing
That's
it.
right. We had a great time.
Banker used to live there. He's passed away.
Now, isn't that a neat yard?
This was a guy that had the
I just love
trucking stuff.
it. Real clean.
Wife still lived there, and they had her sister from East Texas came over. And they used to have me to drive her out to the country to have clothing worked on or something out there. I got to drive the good car then instead of the trucks or that.
Yeah.
Sit on the floor, see a movie for a nickel.
What was it?
It's just a place to work, to play, and,
Oh.
then they'd have some of the stuff in it during fairs.
Yeah.
But I've got a picture of it. I'll show it to you
Okay.
somewhere. Because Earl, yeah, we used to shoot marbles in there in the summer. In the sand and everything. Get in there out of the sun. Roger Elkins. Deal right here.
Who?
Roger Elkins, the restaurant.
Yeah.
He was started over there. We moved over here. And he'd go out there on the farm. They had to get drunk about once or twice a year. He'd stay out there at the house because his wife would kill him. And they had 2 girls. And this used to be
Furniture and dinner.
used to be the
What
church.
we need is
Yeah.
Used to be church down here.
Yeah.
Used to be the grocery store.
There's a church over there.
That's the Methodist church over there, and that's the Baptist church back there. You want me to go that way?
Nah, you're good.
Man, this thing is a lot different than it was when I played.
Yeah, you didn't have all that nice bleachers and stuff, did you?
No, you had to run up and down there.
So were you on the football team or something?
Yeah.
Were you?
Well, we didn't do much good. We didn't have a...
I guess all the boys played football probably, didn't they?
Yeah.
You know, that's the way with a little school. Everybody got to play.
That's true.
You know, and I
Yeah.
think it's sad now that there's only a few that gets to play.
So did you graduate from high school?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's all.
What year?
1948.
1948. Okay.
I think that's right.
And so you didn't try going to college or anything?
No, I was too stupid.
You went to the School of Hard Knocks.
I could have done that with the Navy stuff after I got out if I'd had some sense.
Quit
There's
school.
our house.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty, I think. I enjoyed that.
You're good. Go ahead. All the trees are in the way here.
Check it out. Man, that's nice. Look at those columns.
Mm-hmm. Pretty.
I love this, the way she's got it painted.
I know, that's a neat looking place. And that upstairs and all.
I went down there. I forgot all that. Well, there's nice ones in there one time too. This one. And there was one in here. Because I always wanted to live in that thing. I thought it might have been this one. I thought it was so pretty. Now this house here, we used to, when we lived down there in that old house, well, we'd stop right here. Earl caught me one day, I forget, it was Bill Wilson that I went to school with. I don't know, he's picking on me. We just messing, we was in, I don't know, 4th, 5th grade or something. And Earl came up and told me, he said, if he's gonna hit you, you turn around and hit him, knock the fire out of him.
So did you?
Yeah, I tried anyway. We were friends.
Yeah.
But now Earl and I, we picked up slop here, all these houses, carried cans. I mean, if they had just a husband and wife,
Yeah.
well, they just had little ones. They had several.
Yeah.
And we had a big deal. We had to do it every day. And then we put it in that, he fixed a deal where we could put 4 buckets on there. I can't find that mark on my arm now, but anyway. And then we'd bring that thing down here and feed the hogs.
Okay. So slop being leftover food from meals or something? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Picked it every day. Had to rinse it out,
Wow.
put it back in there.
Yeah.
And can't blame them. And that's where the old house was. That cement thing, well, let's say somebody's taking that up, hasn't they?
I guess back when we were kids, everybody had a slump.
No, it's this deal right there. That,
Yeah,
that,
that
slab is-
Oh, okay.
Little gummy type thing.
And,
I'm trying to, I can't remember how to text.
Oh.
this is where the house that Otis bought
Yeah.
Text me when they get
for
to the
Mama's
airport.
daddy.
Okay.
And then that boy, or that
They'll make it.
son or something,
Not oversleep.
is down here. He bought that and it's a mess.
Mm-hmm.
Then they tore all this down there.
Now I can't remember, but I don't think you were in the family when they were still young.
No.
'Cause that's been too long ago.
Yeah.
Not too fast?
No, you're good. There was a house here next to it. It's gone.
Yeah, that's
Do you
gone.
remember that old
Mhm,
house?
I do,
It's
yeah.
Not painted. I remember.
Right.
That was Butcher. He was the first one. His name's up there on that deal, one of those deals, and he also sold whiskey.
Boy, those trees have just really
Yeah, they have.
grown
Sure have.
that way.
Almost can't tell there's a house there. So Grandma and Grandpa Perry lived there.
Well,
Yeah.
there's
Can you
Travis
remember the
Bessie.
sleeping porch back there?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
It was fun when
Yeah. We.
Travis would-
Uh-huh.
she had beds
Right back
all over
there.
the house.
Yep, yep.
All back there, and we'd go to
That screened-in porch. Mm-hmm.
Hollered at everybody, talk.
Yeah. Yeah. There's lots of good times. Play football out here next in the field next to it.
used to drive down through there.
Yeah.
Now they quit it, I guess.
We had an outhouse, I think, back there
Yeah.
in the
But
back.
you know, they had that little bathroom added
Mhm.
on to the
Yeah, the back of the
you had to
house.
Go through the kitchen.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that little kitchen was so small and it was so hot.
Yeah.
Oh, and
It seemed like the
in that bathroom.
See there the way he lives now?
yeah, and where the dining room was like a slope down or something.
Yes, it was. And that room on the right. Well, no, that one was the living room, we called it. But then there's a room that went, another room that it went into.
Yeah.
That was always locked. The people that owned the house had stuff stored.
Ah, I didn't know that. Huh. Interesting.
I
Yeah,
never
they
did
had
know
one,
why or
yeah.
anything, but
Yeah.
they did.
But yeah, I remember coming down here a lot.
Look, see,
Spent lots of time.
You can just walk through the whole thing.
Well, is anybody living there?
Yeah, that's one of those families.
There's
out
a
See,
truck,
you can see
pickup
that
truck.
little room added on there.
Mhm.
Just in.
Hmm.
That's where that stuff was stored.
And there was a big tree that had mistletoe all over it. Remember that too.
Boy, those cedars have gotten so huge.
I know.
Well, that's what they like to cover it all up.
See where that pipe is back there, Robbie?
Yeah.
That's where the bathroom was.
Yeah, on that corner.
Oh, and that was hot in there.
Oh,
Seemed like they had a rain barrel or something out there too
I think so. I believe
at
you're
one
right.
time.
oh, that little deal right there?
Yeah, on the end.
Yeah.
That looks funny with that dish,
I know
satellite dish on there.
It does. Man, that thing looks like there's something falling out the window, doesn't it?
Yeah,
This
it's like they haven't done anything to it since we came here.
Yeah, Miss Crawford lived here.
That
Oh,
looks
okay.
like a bed where that window's raised on this end. Looks
Yeah,
like
it
a bed
does, doesn't it?
kind
Yeah.
of leaning there or something.
Yeah.
There's no telling
But
what
the
it is.
yard, it's mowed anyway. I don't
Yeah.
know who's mowing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You
We didn't
okay?
get out in the
Yeah.
backyard too much, you know. Seems like we always got in the front yard.
Front yard.
Yeah,
This
seemed like
side yard.
there were like pieces of tractors and
Yeah.
part of a garden or something in the back.
Living here.
Right.
And they were good. But she put them all in a big skillet, you know, several at a time. And
Down in here is where we had.
big bunch of bacon.
We
And
had the hogs. That little house was back there. Had all back here. Was a garage over there.
So where'd you go overseas during the service?
On the Boxer CB-21.
Where?
But you went to Korea and Japan,
Korea.
didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, Robbie's dad went to Japan.
yeah.
Daddy was in Japan.
Was he in the Korea?
Uh-huh.
So, yeah.
1951, maybe. 52.
Because it started in 50, June of 50.
Okay.
And was
Yeah.
over.
53 or something,
Yeah.
4 or something.
Yeah.
Well, these used to look a lot better in here.
I know what you mean.
So they are, they keep them up really
Yeah,
nice.
some of them are pretty good shape.
Did you see any conflict or anything? When you were in Korea? Or?
Well, I was on the Boxer, so we just sent the planes off.
Oh, okay.
See, so
Okay.
He was lucky.
Yeah,
It was not in
that's
any-
good. Yeah.
yeah, I was.
No.
I don't know where that whole old house. We had had trees out here, and then we had a garden right out here on part of this, and then Shepherd lived in that other house, and then you had to park in the back. Well, there wasn't no parking out here in the front, except out here on the street. Ofo used to park his cars out here, but then they would come and pick them up.
How funny.
But that's where he'd let me sit in the car and I'd just play like I was driving.
That's good.
Then he gave me that X-Lac that I told you.
Oh, no. No, I don't remember that.
Oh yeah, my mama was asking me. I mean, I was sick, you know. She said, "What did you eat?" And I said, "Ofo gave me some candy."
Oh, no.
She got him.
Oh, my gosh.
That sounds like
Of course, he used to carry me around on his shoulders too.
Ah, that's good.
Yeah, we was all one family. I didn't, when she
Yeah.
told me about that, what? They're my brothers and sisters. Let's see, are we through in here?
Yeah.
Honey, anything else?
No, we're good.
Now, was Otho the oldest of those three?
No,
Bertha.
Bertha was the oldest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Otho and then Macy?
Yeah.
See,
Did you know
maybe.
Bertha?
You know what? Bertha died about, I don't know, 4 or 5 months after me and Mike got married. And I had only met her one time.
I
So I
tell you,
didn't
she
really know
was so
Bertha.
much fun.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was.
She really
And Mike
was.
has told me all kinds of stories about her. He said he used to love to go and stay with her and
Oh, I'm
everything.
sure.
Yeah.
The kids all just loved her.
Yep. Yeah. She was sweet.
And everybody, and Roy, we all made that home nearly going
Oh,
up
yeah.
there when we first getting jobs or something.
Yeah. Live with them.
He never said a word. He'd
That's
go to
good.
bed right there and he'd be sleeping. I mean, he'd be
Yeah.
sleeping right behind you.
Yeah, I remember her chocolate cake. She used to make that sheet
She
cake.
used to make a good chocolate
Yeah.
cake.
Well, I remember the first time I met all of them. It was before we married. On New Year's Eve, we'd gone out, and I had this blue velvet coat, which I still have.
Oh, wow.
I don't ever wear it. And the dress, I have the dress
Wow.
I wore also that night.
That's great.
And we met this other couple out there and went with them. But he took me by that house. And Otho and all of his family was there, and Charles and Otis and Earl and Carol and Richard. And I thought that was the loudest bunch I'd ever heard in my life.
Well, it was.
Yeah. Yeah, they were.
Playing cards, playing poker, I guess, weren't you?
Yeah.
And I remembered Charles. I was thinking he was kind of red-headed for some reason. But I just thought he was so loud, and they all were, And I thought, my goodness, what in the world is all of this? I wasn't too sure I wanted to get into that family.
How funny.
I'm forgetting where I was going.
That's pretty funny. Now, how old were you when?
Well,
remember
it was in 1955, and we got married in October of 1956. So
Oh, okay.
we had not dated very long or anything. We weren't thinking about getting married.
Well, they sure
That
did
time.
mess this up. Yeah, would you tell her about what they told me at work?
I think we did. When he saw me, we worked for Atlantic Refining Company, and
That's where you met JW?
yes, we used to have a coffee break down in a coffee room, and the women on my floor, I'd go down there with them for a break. Well, we'd see each other there, and he asked one of the women about
Yeah, I
me.
knew
Who
them,
was
some of
I?
them.
That
Well,
little
I-
brown-eyed girl with them. And she said, "Oh, you've got to meet her. She's the marrying kind." And I said,
I said, no,
"Never
I
mind."
mean,
Never mind.
Yeah. So then we never did officially meet, I guess, but one day I lived in Oak Cliff. And I don't know how he knew where I lived, but I got off the bus and he just happened to drive along.
Just happened to.
Yeah, just
well, I've
happened.
lived over there
He's
pretty
stalking you, huh?
Yeah, so he picked me up and I just lived 2 blocks from there. We went to a
Then she
drive-in.
moved on the other side of town.
Yeah, but we went to a drive-in to get Coke or something, talked. And he was real cool. He didn't ask me to go out or anything then. He did that 2 or 3 times, or he'd call me on the phone and talk for hours. And then he did ask me out. So I started working there in September, and we went out the first time about October, I guess. So it was pretty close, or November.
So y'all saw each other about a year before you got married?
Yes. Now, is this, what cemetery is this?
White, something, I
White
think.
Church?
Well,
There's a White Church cemetery.
they're not taking care of this. Unless when we used to drive through going up there where that house was up there where we
They
lived.
drove back behind there, didn't she?
Yeah.
Some way?
Yeah, it was right
Their
in there.
house was back up there somehow. Wouldn't you hate to drive through there,
Mm-hmm.
going to your house,
Yeah.
especially at night?
Yeah.
Well, that's where we had to go.
Yeah.
You're right. All the headstones are.
But don't you know some
Crooked and
of those trees
everything.
are old? That one
Well,
tree there is
well,
got to be
you
old.
know, what's her name that
You know
passed
it.
away? She's the one that's working this, honey. They'll
Yes.
get out here and kill them.
Yeah. White Church Cemetery.
Oh, it is. That's
Mm-hmm.
right.
And then, but we had that house up there, and then we went up there and fed the guys cows and all that stuff, and chicken. Well, the chickens was in there, but anyway, he would be going on the trucks. I mean, hauling, and then I would be doing that. And they had this, the old big barn up there was full of bennies and all that stuff. And I take all, they didn't want nobody getting them. I take the eggs, put them out there in the ditch, and then we'd go get them from school. And then we had a coach that was, you know, and we rocked his, egged his car every night. They never did find out who's doing it.
How funny. That's
We'd
great.
have to wash that thing. And then we'd always wait for Otho when he's supposed to be coming. We could hear him coming up this hill when
Yeah.
we lived up here.
Yeah.
They live in several houses out around. They just moved around.
Yeah.
Oh
And
yeah.
Ruth, how old were you when you and JW started dating?
Well, I was 23.
Was what?
23.
Yeah, I
And
guess.
then I was 24 when we married,
Okay.
and he was 25.
Okay.
So
That's
we
a
were
good age.
older.
Yeah, that's
You
a good
know.
age.
Oh wait a minute, where's my house here? Well, this is where it used to be. Man, I never did get in there. I was supposed to have done that.
See, we didn't take pictures back there when there were houses still.
Yeah.
And the
There.
people that owned them told me to go do it. And I
Yeah.
didn't do it.
Wow.
I wish on those cemeteries, like they've got the name back there, and I wish they would put when it was established or when it was the first person was buried there.
Yeah.
You know, it always interests me.
Mm-hmm.
To know how long it's been there and everything.
Yeah.
I know. I'm the same way.
This down in here was Mr. Cooper then, and his daughter went to school, and he smoked a pipe, didn't talk very too much, but I was hauling, helping him haul hay down in there. If he'd put it on there, and we was back on the back and bringing it back up here.
Mhm.
And I told him, I said, we need to put rope on that thing. No. Well, he spills it. And just pick it all up.
Uh-huh.
All them old cows down there under that tree.
But it's different
Look at
people on
poles.
it
Yeah,
now.
look
They
at
all.
You know, I remember coming down here one time, and I think it was Earl and Carol, and maybe Charles and Otis, and y'all went frog digging.
Oh yeah, and
Now, where did y'all go to do that?
that was over in next to the highway, up there the barns that had that place, because all that water was in there. It's a good place to go. And Roy, the guy from Dallas that didn't know, see, we told him, said, now don't put that thing because you can't get it off. You're gonna have to. Well, what does he do? He gets in there and he plugs one or something and it get that off of the stick. I mean, the one what we had to get them with.
Oh.
That's where we went. Yeah.
But I remember they fried these frog legs in after they got them back home.
Yeah. And
I
here's
wasn't too excited
Wow.
about trying them.
my word, that thing. That Shorty, who in the world lives there now? No trespassing.
Sad.
Wow.
All that junk in that yard.
Wow.
You bet your life there's not a woman that lives there.
Oh Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought they all died.
No trespassing.
Who would
Want to, but be afraid to.
There was a oil or something deal out, gas or something out here. The way Daddy told me one time, somewhere in here, that lost. I mean, in Corsicana, doing a little bit. Because he brought teams up here and did something. They wanted to. And this was the main road before it got on the highway.
It looks like all that cane stuff.
Yeah.
When I was
There's
growing up,
Marketplace.
where I lived, there was a patch of that up one of the roads.
And this thing used to be high, real high. I didn't think we was gonna make it up going to Blooming Grove when we moved up there.
So what county are we in?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Just do different things or
Let's
make
see.
a pipe.
How funny.
And we always liked to play with that cane and stuff.
Well, this is all with
I remember my mother telling me that they used to do the same thing.
Corsicana
They
and
cut
everything,
the
all
cane
this
down, and she
was
said
the
we used
same.
to go. They cut the cane down and put a line on it.
Navarro
Go
County.
fishing.
Navarro County.
Use an old cane
I'll
pole.
think of it, yeah. This was, well, that woman that married him was a baby. She was born in Blooming Grove. Was that the one you was talking about? You was talking about the preacher?
Oh, yes, yes.
And her daddy's one when I joined the church up there.
We found
I forgot to show y'all the church.
Oh,
we found
I wanna run around
the
it.
church
Yeah.
bulletin.
See, this runs on up down to the highway.
Oh, okay.
We'll go through this.
When Jada
We went-
joined the church.
hmm
I still got the paperwork.
Where you joined the church?
Yeah, it had the bulletin and it had the date on it.
Oh,
And-
amazing.
And I
Wow.
guess JW had written on there, he had such good writing. And it's hard to tell. I mean, it was so much better than now.
Yeah.
It said, today I joined the church.
All
And
right.
it was on that.
Amazing.
Wow.
Good.
What year was that?
Oh,
Do you remember?
I don't remember how old. Were you about 11 then or 10?
I guess, something like that,
9
yeah.
or 11,
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Was it Methodist Church?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. He was a good guy. He'd come down there and he'd just come through that house and go out in the hog pen. we was out there.
Yeah.
It was real funny.
So did you get like sprinkled in the Methodist Church for baptism?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this was ours, see. My barns, really.
Oh, okay.
I wish I'd have bought land in Temple. We had.
But now the Butlers lived down here at one time on part
Yes.
of it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
But then the Perrys, the home place, well, it's further up, isn't it?
It's right. It's right down here.
These roads have always been like a rub board.
Right here. Well, let's see. Where's that house that's here?
I don't think it's here anymore. I think it was torn down the last time we came down.
Well, wait a minute. Let's see.
But didn't they live over there on this side? Like,
Oh, there it is. Here's the garden.
yeah. But didn't your grandparents, the Perrys, live over here at one time?
Really? Yes, that's what I'm
And the
reading.
soil is so good. That's what amazes me. In places, it's wonderful. And then in others, it's not. That looks like really good dirt.
I didn't know they'd ever let that thing grow up that way. Yeah,
I
but
think
this,
they're pretty old. They might not even be living now. Maybe the son had to keep it up.
you won't buy that and move down there.
I'll come see you.
Well, they're fixing it. And then the Butlers was all up in there. I said they used to come down, visit each other. They'd get.
Oh, right.
I don't know. That looks like that pear tree's still there.
It is.
The Perry pear tree.
Oh, that's a Butler.
Oh.
Partridge in a Perry pear tree. Yeah.
That was my uncle. Went to A&M. We had
Just black.
We had plum trees. We had that other stuff up in there. It had peaches and everything else. This doesn't look good down here. I guess it's been dry.
Well, and they probably just cut it all. Looks like it's there, but there's not much hay.
Those some of our black cows.
Those look old.
Yeah, they do.
Well, those black cows, they look like some of ours that we had, because we had new ones. First calves.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty country down here, anyway.
But this, yeah, we used to play dominoes out there.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, with Grandpa Butler and stuff out there.
Into those trees.
When we came here one time, the house, when it was still barely standing,
It was right.
I found this glass dish. I call it a candy dish. It's got a lid and all, and it was under the boards that had fallen down.
Oh, wow.
And I took it, and Byron said that was his parents.
Oh,
You know,
It was.
probably when they got married. You know, they
It
got
was right
married.
along
We
here,
still have it.
where it is. Right along. Let's see, wait a minute.
But that house, he and his mother moved into Barry. They bought a house that was furnished and moved it in. Didn't they move that house in?
From Blooming Grove.
And the furniture, well, they just left all theirs out here. And they had one of those old ice boxes, you know, where you put a block of ice. And people stole all the stuff that was in there.
Oh.
I'd ask him, you know, did you ever have it? He said, well, yeah, we had it in the house and somebody took it. But I found that dish, and I found some real dainty, those, I call them Demi-Tasse cups.
The little bitty ones.
And a picture that might have been for tea or something, I don't know. But it was chipped and all broken, but it was real good quality stuff.
Wow.
Well, and then most of this, Morgan's, I forget, because Byron added all the land to it after, when his dad and mother passed away. But they had it set up here, and I know Mom and Daddy, and then I got pictures, and I could get used with me sitting on the front. I was born in the same room that Byron was.
Oh, wow. Really?
Here.
Wow.
And
At the house that was here?
And so they had to come across the road over here, had a little old barn right back there. It was down, and that's where they milked the cow, and it was just a long deal straight down. It went down, you went under that bridge, and the cow stuff was all, then the plowing was over here too.
Okay.
So that's, that's kind of what they had back then.
Yeah.
And Byron added that other, because the Butlers up there owned that one, and then Earl and I owned it. That was
Okay.
60-something acres, and then that other one on the other side was, I forget how much it was now. It was McClure that lived up there, and Byron bought that. And
Robbie, this may have been the house that Dad brought us to that was halfway torn
And
down.
you're
I
right.
bet
It
is.
might have been.
Did y'all take a picture then?
I don't think I might have. I think I took some video, and I climbed into the house, and like in the attic part, there was a ledger from a store. And I've still got it at the house. And it's had John Richards' signature in it and John Morgan's signature in there.
well, that was
Yeah.
it.
And around 1906, buying sacks of taters and beans or whatever it was.
I
It
think
was
you're right. I
in
think
there.
that was the house.
Well, it was in that house.
Yeah. How funny. Because I think it had a calendar in there, like
Well, if
1946
Otho would
or
asked
something.
him, he'd let any of us. He spent the one night with us down Temple one time, didn't he? And Janet rode with him when we was moving up there to that house, and he did. But he spent the night. Yeah.
Where were y'all living when you got married?
Where were we living?
In Dallas.
In Dallas.
Dallas.
Okay. So when did you move to Dallas?
Oh, when I went and left.
As soon as you graduated, didn't you?
Yeah, well, so
Oh, okay.
July when I laid that crop down, got ready, got it all plowed. That's when we had that fire, and Daddy couldn't do it. Otis was driving him around in the Model A, and so So when I got through with that, I took off. Got it all, and
I see.
Earl would come and help me some with a tractor.
So that was 48, 49 before you went to the service? Or was that it?
No, that was
after?
Just went to, yeah, that was after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, now you joined the reserve.
After I got to Dallas.
I don't know how soon you did that.
Well, I don't remember now. I did that, and then they were going to kick me off. Well, I didn't go because I go up there and sit up there on Sundays and watch an old movie. There wasn't anything about Navy. I quit going. And then one in there, Earl got me talking to somebody, and they put me back. And then after they called, they told Earl he was on leave. And so he was telling them about, who is this?
They've been mowing the yard all day, the church yard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the house.
Mowing
There's the house and
yeah, that was the house he lived in, wasn't it? No, that's not the same house, is it?
no.
It's been
Is it even standing? The one he used to live in?
Oh no! See,
No.
we bought that house
We
And
tore
put
it.
and
there?
moved that in there,
Yeah,
and
we
then
tore it
redid
down.
it.
Oh.
And we spent a lot of money on that house. And
Oh,
Sure.
Lord.
I'm
he
sure.
would have been happy if we'd just left
Left
like
it alone. That's
Sure.
what he told us.
Yeah.
I always try to fix things the way I'd want them if I was living.
Yeah.
Well, we came and spent the night with him some.
But he enjoyed it. I mean, what time he got to live there.
That's good.
He really enjoyed it. And people got to get him to visit with the neighbors and stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that old black dirt back there, though, we had to work on that house every now and then.
yes, it would get
Because it would,
cracks and everything.
every so often. I believe that's where Simpson used to live, right?
Right there.
I think that's where it was.
What year was Paula born?
Paula,
Mark, 1959.
59. Okay.
50 now. Yeah.
Yes.
So when did y'all move to Temple?
1962.
Okay.
62.
Well, he did it. Byron them did a lot of things for people. I mean, you just never did know it, a lot of stuff. But boy, if he ever got on somebody, or of course I never did, I was just always honest with him. And then, whatever, I didn't fuss at him or anything like that about anything, but and then I'd kid him about something.
Yeah.
But then when I first went to Dallas, well, Daddy was over, and I didn't know Daddy knew all that. And then he asked Byron if he could ride that horse of his, and he said sure. So he got on there and he went off down the road and had all these deals that make that horse do all that stuff. I didn't know he even knew that.
Wow.
We never did have it. He could have taught us how to. We had an old mule I could ride to the back of the trap. Here's the county seat.
Yeah, we've been to that courthouse before looking for birth records and stuff.
All furniture, that's been here all my life,
Wow.
or more.
That furniture store?
Right here on the corner.
Oh, right here.
Here's that bank I was telling you about. Oh, it's got Chase on there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe.
There's a building for rent.
Well, they got all kinds of buildings down there for rent.
But it's across the bridge. There's no more sorrow. Across the bridge. There's no more